What's going on, guys? This is Rashad again, live. Black Guys Guide to Movies. Repping my Batman t-shirt. Just found out they're filming the Man of Steel sequel with Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck in Detroit, right down the street for 2014. If you guys need any extras, call me. You can have a black guy that can die in the films. I won't be upset about it one bit. I promise you. I'll just be in the background. But that being said, I'd like to get right back to my review of the film that I just saw, The Great Gatsby. As you know earlier, I made a post saying that I'd do a review of the film. So let me just give you my quick recap. This is a new version of the F. Scott Fitzgerald classic that's been out since 1925. That's been a staple of American high schools for about the last 30 or 40 years, as long as I can remember, actually. I know I had to read it. I enjoyed it. And this is coming from a guy that probably can't sit through any type of books, but I appreciated what I've read. It was really visually stimulating, well-made motion book, actually. About this film in particular, one of the things that I thought was most amazing about this film was visually this film was amazing. It's from the same director of Moulin Rouge, so you get a feel of the color schemes and the elaborate set design, as well as some of the dance choreographed scenes that you get a chance to witness. And this is starring Tobey Maguire, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Carey Mulligan. One of the most fascinating things about this film was the chemistry, I thought, between some of the characters, particularly between Leonardo DiCaprio, who plays the title character, and Tobey Maguire. They're real life friends, so I'm thinking that had a lot to do with the chemistry that they had on screen. You know, Jay Gatsby and Nick Carraway. For those that aren't familiar with the plot of The Great Gatsby, in a nutshell, this guy was Howard Hughes before Howard Hughes. You know, think of the reclusive millionaire circa Bruce Wayne, only without the Batman aspect of it. And Nick Carraway, Tobey Maguire, becomes neighbors to him, and it turns out that Mr. Gatsby throws elaborate parties, is almost a legend in the city of New York, but he really misses the love of his life the entire time. Which is Daisy, and she's married to a gentleman by the name of Tom, and they have more of a marriage of convenience because Tom has a lot of money. The film did have its flaws, however, in that I will never hate on Sean Carter, Jay-Z, but it was something about the placement of his music in this particular film that just didn't seem right. You know, here we have a circa 1925 film, at the height of the stock market before it crashed, the roaring 20s, and then you have some rap music playing in the background. Now, mind you, I'm the biggest rap fan that's going to be reviewing for you in quite some time. This is not some stodgy old stuck-up guy that, oh, I don't listen to rap. I mean, you name it, I got it in my iPod, my MP3 player, in my car. But it's something about a 1990s, 2000 rapper in this circa 1920s film that just seems like it was trying to be too hip with the current times. I mean, there's a reason why this book is based in 1925, and that's to capture that one particular era. So I thought there was a little bit of a misfire on the filmmaker's end to incorporate a lot of that music into this particular film. And one of the other things about it is that the characters, even though they acted well, they seem like it's hard to act out a literary piece in a classic without being critical of it. But from my memory of The Great Gatsby, it seems like there were certain aspects that were in the movie that they took literary creativity with the particular source material. Leonardo DiCaprio did a sensational job. I thought that, as usual, I mean, the guy has done a phenomenal job since Titanic. So any of you guys that hated on him, look who's winning. One of the things that I thought that was underdeveloped was, Tobey Maguire, while he gave a good performance, he never really gave the sense that he looked like he was a writer. You never got a real big feel of his background. And I think the film placed a lot more visuals in place of actual storytelling. It seemed like almost like they were hovering over to capture an era as opposed to actually wanting to dive in depth of the actual character itself. It took a little long to get to those specifics of the character, particularly of Gatsby, but once he came on screen, he captivated you. And sometimes I think they did fancy shots for the sake of doing fancy shots. It seems like they just this was their one opportunity to make this film that probably won't get made for another 15, 20 years. And they wanted to just throw everything at you all at once. That being said, for people younger than me who may not have the opportunity to know about The Great Gatsby, I think that maybe this is their introduction to it, and they may not even know it's a book. I know I've watched movies before and didn't even know they were a book at some point. So The Great Gatsby, it's visual splendor, not really, a classic, but based on a classic, and for that, I guess I was appreciative of the fact that I saw it, but it's not something that, again, I didn't see in the theater, and I don't think I missed too much. I'm going to give this film 2.5 do-rags. This is the Black Guy's Guide to Movies, Rashad, Great Gatsby. Batman and Superman casting directors, call me, because I promise you, if I do die, it'll be a very quick death. And I love you guys if you see this. Thank you.